boss.
Orale, vatos.
Orale,
Welcome to this week's
vatos.
episode of Expanding the Universe. We're expanding the whole globe because we are officially across the pond as I am joined by your Tornado GM, Mr. Hold the Line, Harry.
Just disconnected.
Where are you right now?
I'm live from a little town called Wallasey in the suburbs of Liverpool. So you could say
Liverpool,
live
having himself a little pint. I see, mate.
It is a tasty beverage with good head. So
oh, I love good head.
That's what we enjoy in England.
There we go. I'll drink to that.
Oh, jeez, we're starting with this already. Oh man.
All right.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I mean, it's 5 o'clock here. So there you go.
We're also joined by a man coached by a man I'm going to personally beat the stuffing out of next week, Mr. Goat Brock Smith. This is the Italian Bombata. It's like GM week. We got 4 GMs here, right?
Yeah, we do.
I don't know about that, boss. The herd is rolling, and so is everybody on the team. You're not going to be beating the goat.
Did you guys advance?
Yeah, we advanced.
And we advanced.
3 advanced people here. Schmidt, did you advance?
No comment.
That was a serious question. All right, so we have a special treat here because I have done all the work here on this Grand Pack competitor. We're about to make the Angler, I hope, great again. We might have a very excited or a very disappointed horse, depending on how this goes down. But he's sealed his own fate here. Did I get this right, stat line wise? How's my memory? I was a big Angler player.
Oh, Cheesehead gifting a tier 1 sub to Fascinator. Thank you very much, Cheesehead. We appreciate the love.
What's up?
He's frozen again. All right, let me look it up. Give me a second.
Oh wow. Oh man,
yeah,
look at the horse. He's laser focused right now.
Have the same stat line as the original competitors, if I recall. Is that part of
the Bless me. Thank you. Yes.
Nice.
Oh.
All right, Angler is Power 5, Tech 9, Agility 8, Strike 10, Sub 7, Grapple 6. Yeah, you got it right, baby.
I'm good at this. How long ago was this guy made?
Angler was made in 2022.
Yeah,
so
I wish I could remember
ago.
3 years?
3 years, yeah, 3 years.
And the character it was based on even 3 years before that, right? If you're talking about the gimmick.
Yeah.
All right, well, he's got a new gimmick. Ready? So let's see.
Let's hear this.
Let's see what this new gimmick is.
It is whenever. He's got the catch and release thing going on.
Is Horse seeing this for the first time live?
Yes.
I am. I'm seeing everything for the first time right now.
He might be very disappointed. He might be very excited. So whenever you discard any number of cards, you may bury them in any order, which gives him some very nice maximum hand size protection at the end of the day, which I would say is an okay gimmick, which means he's going to get some pretty good finishers here. Horse, did you submit any names? You didn't, right? I have.
I did not. The only thing I submitted was the image, and you chose that to use that for something else. So I told you, I'm leaving everything to you.
Let's go, Angler. Oh, guys, go watch some K-pop Demon Slayers or something. Be entertained for 2 hours. My God. The first one up is...
Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice?
I know, he's doing some good parenting.
I'm trying to.
No, you are.
I know you. My wife is laryngitis, I think.
Oh, no.
We think. So it's very hard for her to govern. Is this strike here? All right, do your best. Do your best.
Yeah. Harry, that image you just saw of my father and me with me on the horse, that was actually a real image that I sent.
Oh, that's awesome. Obviously without the horse's head.
No, it was there. He was born with it.
Yeah, he just needed to be speared a few more times.
I was proud of this name. I don't know if it should be boxing, but the tackle box.
I like that.
Should be tackle boxing.
I mean, everyone takes a tackle. Everyone takes a tackle box fishing.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll say it goes with the flow of the strike being puns on stuff. The last strike is fly fisting. Now the tackle boxing works out.
You like tackle boxing?
I love it.
But without the at the beginning, just
Yeah, I was
tackle
gonna
boxing?
do if I do
But then
that.
without the done. Yeah.
Yeah, I think tackle boxing.
Here, let me change this real quick.
Does
So instead, the
angler have
strike
a
is put
cool-
one lead from the discard pile. The original, this one's going to be one from the deck instead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Which one's better?
Yeah. Well, I'm burying cards off of this gimmick off of discarding, so allow me to search for those cards that I buried and shuffle the deck. So this one might be better, and it has better bonuses.
Yeah, he needed some bonus help.
The other
For
one only
sure.
has just a +3 to power on the original.
And the idea is if you want to play the original character with the original gimmick, you can, but just use these finishes.
Exactly,
Why
Nice.
is my code not working?
and this still works with the original gimmick too.
Sorry, guys, just doing a little fixing on the screen with.
What is going on with me, folks?
Are we,
Did
we
I
not
forget?
live? Well,
66CC33. What is going on?
Hello to.
So the other one's +3 power from the discard pile, right?
Yeah.
So this would be +3 power with the agility bonus. What's your 6?
The 6
Is
is
grapple?
don't remember off the top of my head.
I guess
Uh,
we could do this, right, to make it
Hold on,
different.
I'll tell you right now. So I'm just looking at it.
It's grapple.
It's grapple, yes.
Schmidt, are you muted or not muted?
I'm not muted. They can hear my lovely voice.
I just never
So
know.
I
don't
feel
know.
sorry for everybody on Twitch and YouTube.
but it is better because if we have a conversation with them and they only hear half of it, it gets really.
Yeah, it drives me. That's why I
Well,
asked, 'cause I
90%. Well,
never know.
90% of the time, I got kids in the background screaming in the living room. So don't want to hear
Hey.
that background noise.
You might hear Helena singing. She was upstairs. She's like made up this thing. I don't know where she got it. She goes, it's pretty catchy. She goes, Ayaka, 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 Ayaka. I don't know what it is.
Sounds like a
but she
campfire
gets
song.
that-
She been
Gets stuck in my head.
Kumbaya.
Well, we know what the symphony is gonna
Ayaka,
be.
Ay. Right
Yeah.
now they have their outside with the window. Both of them with their faces pressed to the window right next to me.
Oh,
Let me hear you say, Ayaka, Ayaka.
mic them up, Steve. Get them all part of the show.
Can you hear them?
No, we
No.
cannot.
Yeah. No. So they were playing house today. This is a funny story. They play this game that I guess they made up. It's called Moms and Dads, right? And they like compete. Yo, don't put anything in there. Stop it. She's sticking the Moana ore into the air conditioner. Stop it.
Oh, Jesus, man.
into the fan.
You're welcome.
Into like the hose that goes out the
You
window.
like your air conditioning not broken, right, Steve?
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely. What was I saying? Oh, so they were playing Moms and Dads this morning, right? And they're like, Dad, play with us. I'm like, I can't. I have work to set up. And they're like, but we need a dad. So I was like, okay, I'll play the daddy, and I'm going to go downstairs and go to work to make sure that you guys can have bills to pay. And they were like, okay. I was like, okay. All right. What did I have this one called? Fisherman Suplex was the card, not...
Yeah,
I call this one...
Suplex is already a card in the game.
Is Catch of the Day a card already? And I'm stupid.
No.
No,
Okay.
I
And that's
can't.
cat in the name.
Yeah.
There's
Which is
something that
kinda cool.
searches for cards with cat in the name, right? And
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean,
The,
it's not a huge perk, but it's
This
still.
finish is going to be blank against the double
Yeah.
against Jax.
Yes, it is.
Ayaka.
oh boy.
How do I know that? You guys sing it all day long.
yeah.
I'm switching the bonus around. I had grapple.
Jax is already better than him.
This is true.
I don't
I
know. He didn't
think
see
Jax
finishes
hit
yet.
some of Ninja Hummingbird's
Uh,
finishes.
Michael Kirk saying, I believe it's on the strike. It finish should say if your opponent breaks out. If your opponent breaks out.
Very nice. Paul Reno said that Michael Kirk needs his rules authority revoked. He's there to document the Outlaw Marquez. I hope all these amazing things we discuss are if your opponent breaks out. What did you say?
It needs to be breaks out, not breakouts.
Thank you very much.
That was Horse that spotted it, right? Or was it Michael?
It was Michael Kirk.
Michael Kirk.
It's usually Horse, but it was Michael Kirk
Has
this
he
time.
has he announced which of his ideas might be in the CAC next year?
Oh, we
We're
know
gonna
we're getting JAC. Come on, really?
The Revenge of
Let's be honest
JAC.
about this.
JST will be in it until he wins it, according to Michael Kirk.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what he said would happen to the bear, and it happened. So hurrah for the Ursus the Wrestling Bear.
I hope the Bear got the Champion of Kickstarter because he won it. I hope the Bear is on the Champion of Kickstarter for the.
It is there, yeah.
It is. Oh boy, I can't
This
wait.
was from
the
the
comic book.
Kickstarter. People had bought the Kickstarter, and there was a raffle. One of them to be on the art.
Yep.
Nice.
Princess Anika asking, can we see the Bear with the belt?
Can we see the bear tonight?
Steve? Steve?
Yeah, maybe if we get to it. If your opponent breaks out, add one lead from the discard pile to your.
I'm seeing
5
some
to a 9.
synergy here with the finish effects. Does that?
Yeah,
work
I try
well
to
with the
make like
first?
all of them boost the old one, and then also have these have good effects. I like the gimmick. I mean, I thought it was pretty thematic. Hang on one second.
Uh-oh.
What was the
The
old
old one has two
gimmick
really good
horse?
grapple finishers.
What was the old gimmick horse?
The old gimmick was...
At the start of the match, put a lead in play.
And he had two grapple
Put a lead
finishes.
strike in play, as you say.
Yeah, put
At the
a
start-
lead... And he had two grapple finishes. One was 1 to agility, 1 to sub, 1 to grapple. Crowd meter 2 or greater. You have a lead strike in play. This
In
card
the
is up.
hands of a decent player, I think it could be pretty viable, especially like that end of the game where like you have to pitch your lockups and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and you like get to the pass berry. I feel like that is definitely going to be like pretty good, and it's optional. It's not forced. And also, if you're up against a character like Danhausen, right? Danhausen makes you random discard a card at the end of the game, or Lauren Santiago. It's like, I'll put that on the bottom and I'll draw it. So I think that there's actually some good tech here. So far, the
Well, this
finishers
one
are
is in
pretty good.
optional. This is a must on the grapple.
What's up?
This is a must on the grapple.
I think he was
What
talking
part
the
about it? I didn't hear the first part of what you said.
I said on the grapple, it's a must, not a may. You made it.
Would you not want that?
Oh, no, I'm just saying. But
Not,
how you
not,
were
not
expecting
in a
it to
Ring
be-
of Fire, he wouldn't.
Yeah, Ring of Fire, I wouldn't.
I'm burning.
Eh.
And Nika is saying that Chris, they are told that Chris is a quote-unquote decent player.
Screw you, Mikey.
I would go beyond that, and I would say that Chris is
Actually,
a
no.
top
I am
player.
no longer a decent player. After I won the Super Show Cup, Mikey has advanced me from a decent to a good player.
Oh,
But hang on,
wow.
after you won the whole cup? You mean after you won the round, right?
Huh?
Did you win the whole Super Show Cup last year?
No.
No, I just
Oh,
wanted
you
to
mean after you
work
won
on
this
Van Ganderen.
round. After you advanced, right?
No, when I won it all, I got advanced. I got moved from a decent to a good player.
Oh no, but I feel like I missed you winning the Super Show Cup, so I apologize for not realizing that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I won it virtual Grand Gathering with Mr. Poppin' Twist.
He did. Didn't go for a count out.
Yes. Oh,
Did he
after
go-
you eliminated me.
Yes.
Yes, that's when I stopped watching. I'm sorry. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Is this too good? This is. Should this be +2 sub?
Thanks.
Yeah. Let's see.
So the hook, line, and sinker is 2 to power, 2 to sub. If your opponent breaks out, you may play 1 lead from your discard pile.
That's really good with this combo. Yeah. Maui left you outside by yourself. I'm sorry. I'll go get Maui for you. But the whole point of you being outside is so like this conversation here, doesn't happen. Gotcha, baby.
Michael Kirk.
Maui.
Michael Kirk asking.
Chee!
Michael Kirk asking.
Maui. What'd he say?
Michael Kirk asking, what does Mambata need to become a great player?
That's a question from Mikey.
Yeah.
Maui is
I've only
waiting
won
for
a
you.
Super
Juan is outside waiting
won
for
a
you.
CAC, won multiple convention world tournaments, have won 6 different titles in the LFF. I don't know what it takes me to become a good, more than good.
Tim says bring Mikey into the refinery.
Oh, that's never happening, so I'll only be a good player.
Oh. He doesn't
Honest
need to
free
be
agent.
refined.
That refinery only takes GMs.
Yeah, apparently. Let's see. You now have the Deep Six GM. You have the Trios GM. You have the Juniors Division GM. You have the Global
Your opponent's
GM.
third breakout roll is -1. Each time your opponent rolls for a breakout, draw 2 cards.
Juniors Division GM.
Yeah, I said Juniors Division.
And that's
Who?
pretty solid boosts as well.
Taylor.
No, Big Guy's still in. He's just helping him get it off the ground again.
Off the ground. That thing is dead and buried. The
Yeah.
SRGPC and the juniors division are slugging it out for deadest doorknob of death in the grave. I don't even know how to describe it. This thing is.
And then we have the global GM also.
If your opponent breaks out, search your deck for 1 lead and put it to play. This should be a May, right?
The refinery, we're a stable we're a faction that's meant to be the anti-establishment, and we have the most establishment people in it.
Yeah, you do. Jesus, man. So,
Is one of his cards become a lead?
Yes.
at Crown Meter 2, the grapple. Wait, no, hold on, sorry. That's a... I think it is. Hold on, if there's a lead strike in
It's
play, hold on.
talking out of his butt again.
No, I'm not. Stop. Oh, no.
Is there any...
Fly fisting, when this card is your discard pile, it's considered a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could pick up Fly Fisting, the catch of the day. And then you could... Doesn't one of them, if you break out, you put a lead into play, or no?
Let's see. If your the sub, if your opponent breaks out, you may play 1 lead strike from your discard pile.
Oh, you play it. It doesn't
Play it.
Yeah, it doesn't go
yeah.
into play. You play it.
You
So
play
I can play the finished strike from the discard pile with the original.
So would this be better if you played the finished grapple and it added a lead from discard pile into play? Because like my idea was, it might sound like wonky, but like you could search for a good stop, right? Like say you search for like I like to do like the pineapple lines. That's what I played with him. Search for, if you put a backlash to
with the
pineapple
or something.
or going over the pineapple.
Yeah.
And then the idea was when they break out, you could pick it back up. But would it be better to do, if your opponent breaks out, you may add 1 lead from your discard pile into play? Because then
God,
you
I can always have low blow in play.
Oh,
you could,
God.
right? And then you could put the Fly Fisting in play and get +3 to your power, right?
Hang on, what are the circumstances of fly fisting? It's if your opponent breaks out, it's a lead.
Fly
No,
fisting.
if it's in the discard pile, it's a
Yeah.
lead, right?
Yeah, if it's in discard, it's a lead.
That is a pretty cool combo. So yeah, putting it into play would be.
Horace, what do you think?
Like I said, Steve, I'm leaving everything to you. When I let you cook, it's never bad.
He ain't wrong. He's not wrong.
If your opponent breaks out, you may add 1 lead from your discard pile to play. No, this would be, you may put 1 lead from your discard pile
into play or add it to hand.
Or should it say, does it read right or add it to hand? Or if it says your opponent breaks out, you may put one lead from your discard pile to play or add one lead from your discard pile to your hand.
I don't think you need those extra words, but that's just my thought. Michael Kirk is on. He's good at interpreting sentences.
No, he's not. He's actually pretty terrible about it. We last night was a debacle.
What happened last night?
P was so
asleep.
angry.
What happened?
No, I'm just messing with you, Mike. We were talking about, this is good to chat about on the stream.
Yeah.
Like the word instead being relevant, as we did razor blade last night.
Yeah.
If your opponent breaks out, you may put one lead from your discard pile into play or add one lead from your discard pile to your hand. So the reason why I switched this up, because I think typically we don't say add one card from the discard pile to play. I think we say put.
Yes.
Can I ask one favor on this card, Steve?
Yeah, yeah.
Can we see with the image rotated so we can actually see the move?
Yeah, sure.
Because the text box is covering the move.
Yeah, I was actually wondering that too before you said it, which is pretty 180. Yeah, way better. Yeah, it's better.
There's a question in the chat for you, Chris.
What's that?
Have you won? You won the Underworld title, right? Yeah.
Yes, I won the Underworld title. It was the first title I ever won.
Yeah, he won it at Grand Gathering. He won
the
it actually. No, yes, because you were in the Fatal 4-Way with.
Yes, I beat
Shane Strickland,
on
Jester.
and the very next day I defended in a
got him to be Mr. Match of the Year.
King Greatness and Jacob Maynard.
Kirk saying
like the best match ever.
saying he can join the Zoom if necessary if you really want to talk about it.
No, he's gonna embarrass himself.
Okay, fair enough.
I want to save you.
The only main title I have not won. Hint, hint. Hold the line, Harry, is the Tornado title.
First ever Grand Slam champion.
You are on
all right, so what we were chatting with
Mr. Bigillo.
What we were chatting with Mr. Michael Kirk was regarding bumping, right? So for example, the cards say instead, and I showed off Razor Blade quickly, which I'll pull up quick. Make sure that it says instead. And then I'm going to save these up. So many files. Look at this Gen Con print run. This is going to be not for Gen Con. A lot of stuff.
Wow.
And I want to talk about how I lost the Underworld title. That was very, very bad.
Oh, that was the Impact event, right?
Yes, at the bar with the horse hanging.
Yep, I remember it.
And it was a bad omen the minute walking into that bar and seeing a horse being hung.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, I tend to forget about that.
All right, so the topic
event.
with Michael Kirk was the being instead, right? So, for example, if I rolled a power 8 and Chris Pagillo rolled a power 5,
okay,
and I was playing back by the rack, and Chris was using the floats, what would happen? Right, so I would say I roll an 8, you roll a 5, you switch it to a bump, I activate my back by the rack. Now instead of bumping, I win the roll because now I have a 9 to your 5. Right, that's
float still makes it a bump regardless on what the roll is.
This is why his name is Mr. Swing and a Miss, because he's incorrect. Really? Right, back by the rack says instead of bumping, you get +1 to the roll. So right there, summed up right there. It says instead. So for example, we won Faction Wars with Hamish Macbeth. Hamish Macbeth says instead of bumping, you get -1 to the roll. So we were using floats when we won the roll.
Letting in my family. I'll be back in a moment.
Right. So if I rolled power 10 and you rolled power 5, I would use the floats to say we bump. And now instead of bumping, my roll is -1. Right. Instead is very key. So I have a 9, I have a 5. I've beaten you, and I've used my gimmick, and I picked up 2 cards. So that was like our Faction Wars tech. Same thing with like D2. Right. If D2 would use his gimmick to go 2 less than his opponent and change it to a bump and then use back by the rack, he would instead have +1 and then he would therefore lose the roll, right? So like that is what we covered here. And Michael Kirk's debate was saying that the word instead doesn't matter, but the whole word instead is literally like the key to everything I just described, because instead of bumping, you're doing something else. So that was our conversation. Did I sum that up pretty nicely, Michael? Whenever you discard any cards from your hand, you may bury them.
What the
What? Who dropped the WTF?
Chug. I hate to point this out, but wow, I didn't know these foils existed.
Which foils?
I will send you pictures.
Just say them, because a lot of foils came out at Origins.
These are Ikuzo competitor foils.
They were like one-ofs, yeah. Okay.
They were one-ofs that were obtained, I believe, at Southern
They were
Fried
sold
Gaming.
illegally by Southern Bell, and she should get some paperwork from me.
I had an opportunity to buy them, and I said no, thank you. But yes, they are beautiful.
They are gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah, they foiled the entire box set.
Wow.
Yes. So why is this coming up right now, Schmidt?
Because I'm just like during this, I kind of have my phone open and I have notifications when stuff gets posted on the trading group.
Oh, so they're looking to be resold?
Chuggy put them up.
How many of them?
3 of them.
What were they asking?
You remember the number I asked for last night?
No, I don't.
How about I just look on the trade group?
Yeah, they are asking for a.
I mean, they are one of ones.
They're asking for about 200 for each.
all 3 collectively?
No, a piece.
Each. Well, that's a nice profit. They are beautiful.
I want that sage. Let's see. That's just really. Wow. Change the stats though? No. Alright, anyway. Continue. Sorry.
Oh, great. Just sort of pouring here.
You get any flooding up there recently or no?
Huh?
Any flooding recently at all or no?
No, the rain just started right now.
Very nice. I wonder where the rest were. That'll be interesting to find out who got the other ones.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I hope the rain stops by tonight. I'm going to a concert tonight. I don't want it to be raining during the concert.
Oh, that's right. You got Weird Al tonight, right?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Where is that?
It's a great show.
Up here in Spec. It's in Saratoga.
Angler, Tony Vigil. All right.
I have Weird Al tonight.
So,
in a few
fish
weeks,
number
I'm seeing
1,
Billy
+5,
Idol. And a few weeks after that, I'm
+5.
seeing Pantera.
Ooh,
You going to see Billie Eilish? How cute is that?
Yeah.
Billie Eilish for the horse. I didn't know you were a Billie Eilish fan.
No, not Billie Eilish.
Billy Idol.
You idolized Billie Eilish? I would have never thought that. That's crazy.
Wow.
If your opponent breaks out and you put 1 lead, we're just going to bomb to play or add 1 lead.
You look really good.
Who looks really good?
These finishes.
Oh, thanks, man. So currently done, Bjorn, Flyboy, Foxworthy, Memes Dealer, Practicite, Reverend Goodbrains, which is actually not Reverend Goodbrains.
Here is Miss Kelly, Steve.
Hello.
Miss Kelly, thank you for
Excited to
gracing
see
us
her
with your
creation
beauty,
in a
making
little
this
while.
show look good, man. I get all these ugly mugs all the time, so wonderful to see you here. Thank goodness. We remind Harry every time we can how well he has overachieved in life. So thank you so much for being a part of our game.
I'm a lucky man.
Yes, I am very.
We all are.
Oh.
Sage is sold
Kelly,
now.
your card, I'm so excited for. I don't know if Harry told you, I love Taylor Swift.
Oh no, really?
Big fan.
Yes.
Your opponent's
Yeah,
third
she's so
breakout
good.
roll is -1. I was still reading the sub. I didn't see it yet.
What are
Awesome.
you?
We're very excited.
Yeah, super exciting. Are you guys enjoying your trip?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of only just started. Kind of just got over the jet lag. What is it, the middle of the week?
Yeah.
It takes a while when you get old.
How long was the flight?
It was like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we spent the weekend in London, which was massively exhausting, but wonderful. Saw a lot of touristy stuff, and then we came up to my mum's house on Monday night.
My brother and sister-in-law just went to London, Paris. No, London, England, and Paris, not the same thing. So never mind. I'm a stupid American.
They're close. In American
Horse, we good
they're
with
very
this?
close.
Is this strong enough?
That is really freaking strong and good. I like it.
All right, hold on a second.
I will call you when we're looking at your tortured
I like
vigilance.
it. I like it or not.
We're there. We're there.
5 to a 7, 7 to a 9, 6, 7. Oh yeah.
Is it good enough? No, seriously. I'm not.
I mean, 5
It's like
boost,
I like it.
-1 on the third breakout roll seems pretty solid.
yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
-1 definitely helps if you hit like a 10, right?
Do any of those turn an 8 to a 10?
No. So this is 5 to a 7, 7 to a 9, and 6 to a 7.
So if you like changed the 6 to a 7 and took that off completely and did the 7 to a 10, it would make that -1 on the third breakout
Wait,
roll.
yeah. I mean, I think I had this in my notes.
See, I think that's too good if that gives 2 10s. But like take off the +1 to grapple maybe as a payoff for that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
Yeah.
I'm from the school of Scott Winterbauer, where you always got to protect your bottom. So I
All
love
right,
this.
so keep the bottom.
bonuses.
Listen, you set up the steel chain in here or something and get crazy, or I mean, you have the ability to put leads into play. You know, maybe you drop in like not steel chair or whatever would boost up in there, steel chain. You know,
Is it
You do have
sledgehammer
something.
+1 to submission on finish rolls with that breakout rolls?
I think it's steel chain.
Yeah, steel chain.
Steel chain is +1 to submission. Yeah, the original line.
Well, it could draw up to 6. I mean, the whole idea was that like too, if he draws a massive amount of cards, and then you could like discard the cards you want, and they're not gone; they come back. So I like the card draw. I think his other grapple might be pretty good for him too. All right, so of course I'm gonna lock those up. Sound good? Good. I get a thumbs up. I mean, I really don't care, but your opinion does matter. You know, I think this is solid.
I like it all.
Hello to Mr. Cheat in YouTube. Hello, Jeremy. How
And
are
that's
you?
an 8 to a 10, and that's a 6 to a 9. So I like that.
I think this is killer, especially if you're using the old version, right? You want to just blast him with a powerful finisher right off the bat. You're playing triangle stretch. I mean, I'm definitely running triangle stretch with him. So that's really cool. You get the triangle stretch in play, and then all your finishers have 2 10s. This one is insane. +5 with a really good effect.
Yeah, originally, when I saw that the move was a Fisherman Suplex, I had a feeling you were probably going to do something with Fisherman Suplex as a bonus. But when I saw this, I'm like, okay, it's a lot better than that.
Yeah. All right, so this is saved up. We're going to take a quick peek before we go to the Vigilante at Ray Zerblade.
He's a bad
Are you
guy.
going to do anything with that other image today, Steve, or is that going to be saved for another time?
I don't know. I'm definitely going to put it in Grant. Do you guys agree with Yaz's call to change Razor Blade to REY?
Yes.
What
I
about
like
you guys?
I think if his name in the game is REY, then it should be REY.
What do you mean?
It should mirror the name. Or is it the name you're talking about should be REY?
Well, I didn't print it yet, so I can either do
For Ray to be
RAY.
REY.
Isn't that what it is?
It's
It
REY.
is, but
Yeah.
I just did that now.
Okay,
I'll
I
show
think
you
it
what
looks
I mean.
great.
I think most Rambo says yes, Ray. Prince Anika says they like Ray with an A, but Ray with an E is just fine.
I think Ray with the E, that's the Hispanic for king.
Yes, we said that on talk. It's
Yeah,
and
so would
Mike
it be
and
Kings or Blade?
Kirk's saying it's probably better for copyright.
The EY? I mean,
EY, yeah.
I'm gonna. This guy is killing Dart, and I'm like, Neil, you're on fire, dude. But this looks like just a spinning image.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
That
my
is
god.
that is who it should be.
The ray gun. Well, shouldn't you change that to REY?
He's going to.
Okay.
When I design these parody characters, sometimes I tend to make the moves like weaker if it's like the old school wrestlers, they had like one finishing move
Right.
in most cases, right? Like everybody else kind of evolved and they had like signatures. So, I mean, we obviously have to make finishes. So I try not to make them as killer in a lot of cases, which sometimes bites me because it's a hard like finding the
That
balance.
one,
Like
which was his iconic finisher,
is
should
the
be
strongest
a skill
one,
shot
right?
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So this is 8 to a 10, 6 to an 8, and they could re-roll their first breakout.
That's not bad. That's really good.
And that's an entire gimmick.
Well, with the gimmick, then we can re-roll it twice, right?
No.
Ooh, I like this name, the Miami Vice. I like that
Yeah,
name
it's a
a
great
lot.
name.
I
was
love
really
that
proud
name.
of it. I was struggling for a while, and then when this one came, I was like, damn, that's good.
Steve, I have an old school name that I want to throw at you. And
Sure.
let's see if you can guess.
Just also throw $900 at me at the same time.
If I had the $900, I would throw it at
Yeah.
you. I would throw $2,000 at you.
I'm sorry to break you off. With this finisher, instead of the ray gun, how about the hall pass?
That's interesting. So that's actually a great name. The reason why that's actually really, really good. The reason why I didn't do that is because this is so clearly like
Yeah,
I have to edit
It
this.
is clearly
That like I
Mr.
didn't want to
SH.
do anything else. Like for example, for Big Rig Daddy Dig, I didn't want to do the diesel powered boot, because I felt like we're just all right. Now we're going a little bit too into it.
Wow.
All right, so Razor Blade.
So here's my idea.
Equal 8. Yeah, let's hear it, and then we'll go over this guy.
DM Dunks.
DM Dunks.
Yeah.
Not bad. Much better than my Tommy tattoo.
I like DM Dunks. DM Dunks.
Yeah, I like DM Dunks. All right, so we have once per turn roll. When you would bump, you may discard one card that you haven't played and add +1 to your turn roll instead.
I like that.
That's similar to the new version of Milamai, right? She's discard
So she could do one lead to get +1 to her turn roll, not the
for her
current
next turn roll, or is it during her turn? I can't remember.
next one. So like,
So that's a during the turn play, whereas Razor here.
yeah. So this is like a very subjective devil's advocate. Like I almost wanted to change this to your next turn roll is +1. Because I do feel like killing your own card is very good. I think that would take his power level down significantly.
If he gets multiple leads in play, he can blow them up to win bumps and still lead into a follow-up, basically. So you just want to get lots of leads in play with him.
Yes. So my thing time and time again is that at this point I wouldn't print a gimmick that did this, but even if it was just when you bump, you may discard a card you have in play. That is very good.
I feel like this is stronger than the 3 times a match Devil's Advocate for sure. Like in terms of general gimmick power level.
Yes. So like I think it could be. I mean, the difference is, after a breakout, you might have a crucial bump on the line and like you can't bump, right? Because you don't have a card to discard.
Yeah, but I mean, from my history with Milamai, the fun I had blowing up cards I had in play. I mean, I'm definitely going to build this guy when I get him.
Which is good, right? Like, and I'm just kind of, I don't think his finishers scream I'm crazy, right? They're not 8-bit Eric or 64-bit Casey, rather. You have this one. I don't know if it needs to be toned down anymore. This one is very good, but I think he needs a good finisher. And this one is fine, right? Works well
the
with
strike,
his
it looked
gimmick.
like the effect gets worse the more you use this gimmick, right? Because it's better than more cards you have in play, the strike.
Well, the ray gun. That was like my thing was like I wanted you an incentive to not have to discard. So like I usually make my gimmicks based on like character design, right? So like Razor Blade, we could see where his inspiration is coming from. I'm sure he did quite a few bumping in his life. And like my idea was like he like
it gives him that little bit more energy, just a little bit more energy.
Right, like he does like self-destructive behavior to give himself a boost, to put himself in. So like I felt like it was really like
it's going to be Canoli's new favorite competitor.
Getting more and more dangerous.
Slamilton, did he show the grapple? I believe he did. There is misspelled on the grapple, says Michael Kirk.
Thank you, Michael. You're a gentleman.
Oh, the line Harry, with all that bumping, it's going to be Canoli's favorite competitor.
Right?
Probably.
So I
And
mean, what do
he
we
does
think?
love
I
the
just
old
think this is a
school.
very strong character, right? I
Yeah.
don't. Is it better than Devil's Advocate? It might be, right?
Yes. But I
Yes.
think Devil's Advocate has better finishes, except his submission.
I mean, should this be limited to 3 times a match? Like, I'm not sure. You know, I really,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
the downside here of blowing up a card you have in play is actually an advantage, whereas the downside of the Devil's Advocate is actually worse because it's giving your opponent a card.
It is an advantage, right? I mean, listen, if I have one lead in play, let me ask you, right?
Right.
I'm playing against you, Harry. Turn one, you throw a lead grapple, I punch you, right? Now, next turn we bump. Is it worth me winning the turn to kill my
Totally.
punch and play a lead against you?
Yeah, I think so. Because that punch is then available to be recycled eventually and got back into your hand. It opens you up to play. Let's say you want to in the future play a follow-up strike, but you don't want to play a follow-up strike with a strike in play. Then you could lead with a grapple, so you can play your follow-up strike without you having a strike in play.
And I
Uh,
don't disagree. I
Also,
mean,
this
I
is
also could set myself back, right? Like, would it have been better to win the turn and play a bulldog choke, right?
I think if you want to pull this gimmick back a little bit, it would be to say you may discard one lead you have in
Yeah,
play
that's
that
what I
has
had
plus 4.
discussed with
I think the
Wolverine.
advantage right now being able to blow up your DDT or what's the power 8 grapple is
The
higher
equal
skill,
8, yeah.
right? So
That I
let's
mean,
say
that's literally what I spoke to Wolverine
yeah, you
about.
run that at 14 and then the minute that you bump, you blow it up and then work on getting it back, your opponent can't play any submissions. So this guy is going to be really good at locking out an entire line of cards unless you make it discard one lead you have in play.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
that's
something that we
safer.
thought. Yeah.
Mean, I'll still play him because it's exactly what Milamai did, blow up a lead.
Yeah. And then I
And
would think that if you do this, you could boost these up a little bit, no?
I think that may make him more playable. We all like characters with stronger finishes.
Yeah, I don't like if it's any card, blowing up
Honestly,
your own
lead
cards in
makes it
play is
more balanced.
well,
I said one lead makes it a lot more balanced than any card.
Yeah, any card would be so like Candyman can blow up any card, but your opponent has to have a card
Be
of
right
the
back,
same
guys.
type.
no, he doesn't. That's why I think Candyman is one of the best characters in the game. And again, people don't agree with me on it, and that's fine. But I always have I have my characters that I feel like
Hang on,
low
does
key.
Candyman not require your opponent to have the same card in play that you blow up?
No, not the way he's worded. That's why
So
I
you
think
can
he's too
target
good.
yourself without having a target on the other side of the table?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Then he is better than I thought he was.
Like
Yeah, he's
Harry would
much better.
forget about it. I just have to roll my 7 and discard a card. I can discard my lead and discard my opponent's follow-up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yours is you
That's the
discard your
Gambit
own,
character,
but
right,
yours
Wolf?
is any card, right? It's not
Yeah,
just.
I discard any card to discard any card they have in play.
Yeah, I mean, how would you
I've been one.
compare that to this? What do you think is better, killing a card they have in play or winning the bump? They're both 1 in 6, right? So, like, I don't know if the word lead is needed.
Oh, I would rather have the turn roll than discard a card in play. The discard a card in play only helps me out if I'm going defensive to try to avoid them hitting me with that finish.
Yeah, and in this case, you would get the turn anyway, right?
Yeah.
And if you win the turn, you can play a card that can blow up a card and get both effects and progress on your field.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you're right, Harry, because I mean, the follow ups is definitely very, very helpful, right? If you have multiple follow ups in play, then you could do this a bunch without any sort of consequence.
I mean, I feel that this gimmick is still very, very, very good in my mind because that's how I like to play the game. I mean, I don't know about other people, but I think if you let him recycle that number 14 over and over again, your opponent is going to struggle to be able to play submissions, period. And I think any character that can easily lock out their opponent from playing a line of cards, okay, you've got the cards that can't be stopped by follow-ups now at 10, 11, and 12, which really help that. I think that line of cards is a brilliant creation. To help get through that cut through that little gap. But as we all know, a follow-up that can stop anything is always a good card to get in play.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so finish wise, if it goes to lead, which I think it might be really good. Again, I think I'm going to go with my gut on that. That discarding a card you have in play is an advantage in itself, right?
Yes. Especially if it's a May. You may discard a card you have in play or a lead you have in play to get +1 to the turn roll.
Now, should I drop once per turn? And this would be a very weird. Oh no, you can't. This would be a weird thing. Like if you're running the floats, right? Say I roll a 5 and you roll a 7. Like I could floats you, and
I think
then
floats changed the whole
you know,
dynamic of bumps like wildly. I still don't understand it entirely.
yeah. I mean, this is float. He's very good with floats, obviously, right? Because he could turn a loss into a win twice. All right. So with the lead portion of this, +5, +4, +5. That's 14 in bonuses. I still say this is super powerful. And the fact that they're re-rolling the first breakout roll with 2 10s is very good, right?
Yeah. What's his submission? Is the submission 7 to a 9?
I think it's 6.
6 to an 8. Yeah. What was that, Brian? Did you have a question?
Colby saying winning a bump also is a one less card your opponent draws. That's what he said.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we're all kind of in agreement that lead is fine here, right? And, like, I also think you could be kind of cute with tiger suplexes and stuff, right? Where it's like, I'm going to roll an 8, and we bumped on 8, and I'm going to discard my tiger suplex from play and then get it back and throw it again, you know?
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of good strategy.
One more observation going back to your first question about should it be 3 times a match? And the reason I would say definitely not, I think that is too much of a nerf, is if you look at the original Devil's Advocate, that was one of the strongest characters in the game before being 2020'd. He was changed to 3 times a match, which stopped people playing him. Then the Season of the Witch came out, which theoretically allows you with that entrance to run him at 5 times a match. And still no one's really playing him. And he has great finishes, and it's an amazing gimmick. But even at 5 times a match, I don't think I've seen anyone dominate with him as they did when it was an infinite amount. I don't know, just an observation. So I think
I agree.
have this guy start off at 3 times a match would be horrendously punitive, and I don't think people would play him at all.
How much time do you have, Harry?
Maybe an hour longer.
Okay, so I mean, we have your stuff. It'll be quick. Just on that, should we do more spoilers?
Yeah, why not? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, Kelly's downstairs with Ollie right now, so I mean, I don't think she's in a hurry.
Real quick, when you get a second,
like this was a 3 times a match.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, here we go. So this is a 3 times a match. All right.
Oh, I like this.
I live, I laugh, I love.
That looks absolutely 1000% like him. You need to do a lot of Gene for that one.
Oh man.
You got to pray to the parody gods on that one, Steve.
Well, I mean, we have Asia and Lukewarm and stuff.
And there was an Asia in WCW for a time.
If your turn roll was 7 or less, so 50% of the time, you can stop your opponent playing a finish against you at 3 times a match.
Right.
Seems good. I think you probably would run Season of the Witch with him to be able to do that 5 times a match for sure.
Yes.
I mean, it's really good.
I think it's very good too. I originally had 6, and some of the feedback I had, these people was like, "No, you got to make it stronger."
Season of the Witch with this is going to be great.
It's interesting, like late game, if your opponent is ready to hit you with the finish, and they can't because of your turn roll, they are going to be able to pass and bury a good stop that they're going to be able to then draw and use if you break out, for example. So it's like, it's kind of like being taunted almost. It's actually not as strong as being taunted, is it? It's like being told, advice from the sideline a little bit for free.
So some people said that it should be they can't play any card.
No, that would be too annoying.
I feel like it's just too annoying, right?
Yeah, it's like getting a free taunt every time, which is kind of good for the character, I suppose. But
But realistically, like unless I have a completely open lane, right? If I go to play a finisher and you taunt me, right? I'm not taking any chances that I'm throwing a card that gives you a friendly draw or a plus to your turn roll. I'm just passing anyway as like the smart move.
Yeah. And this, at least, this will
When do
almost
you pop the
inspire
gimmick?
people.
What?
When they go to play a finish, you use the gimmick or on the turn roll?
Turn roll.
I think you have to declare it. You have to declare it. That's actually a downside for the character. Is that I think you have to declare it at the time the roll is 7 or less. You don't get to. I don't think you get to see them play a gimmick and go back in time like a spectacle, because that was the whole thing about spectacles, is that spectacles are meant to break the flow of the game, whereas a gimmick is not meant to break the flow of the game. That's my understanding, anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know if it would break the flow of the game if they're like, I want to play a finish and I'm going to use my gimmick and say you can't, right? But it's probably the same as like Hans Mesmer, right? Like Hans Mesmer doesn't get to see him play a card. You would just say like, oh, I lost the roll. I'm going to use my gimmick. You can't play
Yeah,
a
and I
finish.
think the wording of the gimmick, if that's the decision that you make, Steve, I think the wording of the gimmick, you need to add a few words to clarify that.
What's that? What would that be?
It would be
During the turn roll.
3 times per match during your turn roll.
Yeah.
Is what it needs to read. 3 times per match during your turn roll, colon. If your turn roll was 7 or less, your opponent cannot play a finish against you this turn.
Hi, Jeremy.
And that avoids any confusion.
What would Hans Mesmer say?
Hans Mesmer says during the turn roll, when you roll agility, choose strike, grapple, submission, your opponent cannot play that card this turn. Cannot play a card of that move type this turn.
No, swing and a miss is wrong again. Surprise, surprise. During your opponent's turn, choose strike, submission, or grapple. Your opponent cannot play the chosen card. So I think if you did the same wording. No, but then I cover the I live, I laugh, I love. That's like the best part.
You can bump up the whole character. Yeah, you got it. Oh, you put that on after? Nice.
Yeah. 3 times per match.
See, I still think that wording allows, regardless of how people play and rule Hans Mesmer, I think that wording is still open to interpretation, that your opponent could try to play a finish, or in the case of Hans Mesmer, for example, a submission, and you then say, oh, I'm not letting you play submissions, because during their turn, they are within their rights to play any card they choose from their hand, right? And then you're interfering with that after getting the knowledge that that's the type of card they want to play.
Well, Hans doesn't work like that, right?
But he doesn't work like that, but I'm just saying my interpretation of the words.
Yeah, my concern with those things always, and again, it could be a wrong concern, is that if you word this one differently than Hans, then people are going to say, well, then Hans doesn't work that way, because this one doesn't say.
Or you could say this one was written in 2025 and Hans was written in 2014. Or
so you're saying during your turn roll, like you don't think you should be able to like not know what they're going to do, but do it during
I think if you see them try to play a finish and then you stop them playing the finish, I think that makes his gimmick even better.
Well, I think it kind of. I haven't played Hans in a while. I know Matt Haas does, right? But he's very calculated. I don't think he's going to miss a trigger. But if I'm like, I roll, my opponent rolls a 7, right? And I'm like going to take a turn. I'm the type of player, I know a lot of people are not, to be like, would you like to use your gimmick before I play a card? You know? Because that's where it would be beforehand. And if they say no, then you'll be like, okay, I'm going to smack you with this finish. Then. You know what I'm saying?
And then based on your interpretation of Hans, or I don't know, I think people would potentially argue, they'll say, oh no, now I'm going to use my gimmick.
And I'd be like, no, you said no. Like, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you can't, make it clear that, like, hey, would you like to use your gimmick? And then they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, backbreak, right? Like, I might just be bluffing or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But I think if you're playing this right, like, they have to trigger first, right? And then if you're concerned about it, like you could just X, right? There's always the opposite of somebody who's like, I want to play a finish, and they're like, well, you didn't give me the opportunity. So it's hard. It's very, very messy.
I
So
think
you're
the other,
saying during the turn roll, right?
yeah, I think if it read 3 times per match during the turn roll, if your opponent's turn roll was 7 or less,
If
your opponent
yours
cannot
was,
play a
right?
finish. Yeah. I mean, that's how
So now
I,
the problem is it would have to say next turn. And then next turn would carry over if it's during the turn roll. So I think that I'm
well,
just gonna
then
have to
that was
make
always an argument in Hans Mesmer. What happens if you bump? Does it carry over? And the same with Mr. Ray. Like, what happens if you bump? Does it carry over?
and
I
it's
think
no, yeah. I mean the
I know,
way
but I'm just
Ray
saying. I'm
is
not saying
worded.
what there's a dispute on the ruling. I'm just saying that that's something that new players will ask, and new players often do ask. Um, I think at the time those gimmicks were written, the word during your turn roll was not used on gimmicks. And I think had you used during your turn roll on gimmicks at the time those cards were created, you probably would have.
At the start of your opponent's turn, if your turn roll was 7 or less, your opponent cannot play a finish against you this turn.
I mean, that reads well.
Is that better? Right?
It reads well. What do the
There's
people viewing think?
so thank you. There's Jeremy saying that Santa Claus can do that once, and they're saying let him react with it.
I mean, listen, Santa Calais is a mess, dude. Love him, but I don't know if that's violating some of the stuff. You think let him see the card and play it?
That's what they're saying.
I don't
People
know.
want strong characters, which if that's the vote, then change it back.
How often, if you're a good player, is this not gonna fire? Right? That's what my point is. Right? How often are you gonna be like if my opponent has a follow up and play, and I don't have a stop for a finish, I'm gonna use my gimmick. You know, I'm not gonna take any chance.
If I've watched ETU and based on the decision that's made today, I'm going to wait and see if they're going to play a finish before I stop it with my gimmick.
Even when it's saying at the start of your opponent's
No,
turn.
with the wording you've got now, that stops me from doing that because it's clear as day. It's
Yeah.
RTFC. It's right there on the card, right? It's the timing is there and the effect is there, and it's kind of unequivocal. And I like unarguable gimmicks, which is what this reads like now.
Yeah,
Personally.
which is
I don't know what you're talking about,
good.
Jeremy. Okay, no, Jeremy's green now. Okay, little delay.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
It must
Steve
be-
started cutting. I have to get ready. You have to get out of to get to work.
Jonathan, are there 4 finishers on this?
There are.
Bye,
There is
Chris.
there's the comic books.
You guys all have a good one.
There's
I'll check
the,
in
Of
with you.
course. Thank you, sir.
There's the 3 by
you.
Nuno, and then there's the 1 by Elvis, which is the comic book spotlight. That's the Nuno art grapple finish.
See, Nuno has done the classic style format.
He has, and I'm happy with you using the old style art background if you want. I'm happy with that. I mean, it's up to you what you think you can do with it.
I mean, if you're happy with it, it's easier for me. But
Yeah, because that's how Nuno always did his art.
I mean, we could see how it looks full art.
I mean, Elvis is. I mean, yeah. Let's see. I mean, we got some time, and also let me get my wife so she can take a look as well, since it's her finally.
The
her
more we get your wife on screen, man, the better. This is drawing the big time.
I'll text her because I think she may be down the bottom of the garden with me, Mum.
Oh, and in all seriousness, she is wonderful. What a great woman.
You know,
From
she
what
was
I've
never,
interacted
ever,
with her.
she was never ever going to be in Super Show. She swore she never would until Fireflash and Hummingbird begged her. When I won that Royal Rumble raffle and Jey Uso, when Jey
Get
Uso
outta here.
was the last man standing, and I said to my kids, I said, go and ask Mum if she wants to be in the game.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
they begged her?
I said, we can even do a parody on Taylor Swift because Steve lets us do parodies now.
I love Swift. I mean, I don't care what people say. I mean,
Just
listen,
wait until people see the names. We'll know the Swifties when they see the finish names.
how about something like this? So you want to do vertical?
Let's see what it is vertical. I think vertical would look good actually because Nuno's character art left a lot of space on the side.
You found it? Oh, nice. We had
Who
some
found
really
what?
cool cups, and we broke
I
one,
just texted it to come on up.
and Sam found some.
Oh, here she is. I hear steps.
Too many folders, man. This
You
is
got-
wild.
Hey, there is a second chair in here. Do you want to sit in this one or on that one? There we go. We are going for a vertical art. Oh, there you go. I didn't realize we were going to be featured on a page with Ron Rumble.
How cool is that?
Let's go. Sunday night, Ron Rumble. That was my other question, Steve.
Uh-huh.
Are we just gonna, is there gonna be Tortured Vigilante written anywhere on this card, or is it just gonna be TV?
Do you want torture? I could see it right now. Let's see.
I think it would be good to have the name of the character on there. I mean, the logo looks awesome, though, with the snake.
Is that also on the other card?
The logo goes in the bottom left-hand corner of all the finishes.
Nice.
So the finishes wouldn't have Tortured Vigilante on. They'd probably just have the finishes would just have the logo TV. But I know you were pretty excited about it being TV for obvious Taylor reasons.
What's the TV? Why isn't this changing? Am I missing something? There you go.
Steve asked why TV.
Oh, well, so TV stands for Taylor's version.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, I was wondering what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but so all of her new, like, where she redid all of her record label to like get around like the bad deal that she was sealed into. She redid all of her music as Taylor's version. So all of her new albums that she owns the rights to are labeled as TV. So yeah.
As someone who wants to work in music, that really fascinates me because it's like, why doesn't everyone just do that?
Everybody told her she was crazy. She was going to lose all her money. No one would buy her records. And she basically said, I don't care. I'm doing it anyways. And all of the fans followed her. So
Like, why? Like, if I record a song, right, and I have an unfavorable deal or somebody else owns it, because it's like my voice and my music and I make a band redo it, like, why wouldn't every successful artist like follow in that footsteps is what I don't understand. You know, it seems like
old
so
deals, they didn't say, like, I asked the same question. The like legal construct of the records never kind of solved for that because they didn't think anybody would be they never estimated that it would work, right? That anybody would actually be able to make money that way or re-release it. And so with Taylor doing it, she basically changed the entire music industry, which is why it's such a big deal because she made it like a seismic impact on like how everybody, like the entire legal industry and how all the record contracts are framed going forward. Because
and like that protects the artist like immensely, right? Like everybody now kind of has in their back pocket where like, hey, if you try to take advantage of me now, I can fix it in the future, you know?
yeah.
Which I think is pretty awesome. I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. Again, you never really know somebody, so like maybe it is all just a front for people, but I don't really get that vibe. If it were different, I would be very shocked. I think she's really, really talented. I'm a huge fan. I mean, I would say that, but one of my favorite artists of all time. I do like her pop music, but I also think her music, the way she writes, you know, writing her own song, creating it on one instrument, like their acoustic stuff, like the stuff that she actually writes herself is really incredible. I think this logo looks awesome like this. You want me to save it this way?
You think use the whole logo with the full name? Yeah,
I like it.
that.
Yeah.
All right, we
It's
got
up to you. I mean, I think this
I
looks
look at
really.
it better like that. Yeah.
Because I think, because like when you think about things being like on the website or on like SRGPC, people would be like, oh, it's just TV, but it's not. It's Tortured Vigilante. So
Yeah, and we have that with like Silent J and stuff, right? Where it's like
Who is Silent
I
J?
feel like it worked really well for Silent J because it's like no one knew what his logo was.
was that his logo was just like something, and he was actually Silent J, but Silent J wasn't written on anything? Is that what that
Yeah,
was?
and like at no point. Yeah, and it's really funny because that makes like filing stuff super hard, right? Well, like we have people who don't really play the game on that level, and it's like it gets confusing for them, right? Because they'll go to file it like what they see.
Yeah.
So like one time I couldn't find New Jack the other day, right? And I'm like, I know I have New Jacks. So I like pull the logo out, right? And I'm like, I will bet you anything they filed this under California's own because the license plate says California on the top. And like
Oh,
that's where it
really?
was. You know what
On
I'm
the New
saying?
Jack
It's like,
art, it says California's own New Jack.
yeah, because it's like has the license plate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to just do some candy work real quick. Okay, see. Got what I wanted. I'm going to undo that crap I just did. Okay. I like that. I don't, if you guys like that, I think that looks great with
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
logo on it.
absolutely.
And I could put it wherever. Skills. Oh, damn.
Okay. I got him here. So she is power 7.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Fix that logo.
I had to like merge the things together.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want top corner or over here?
What do you think, Cal?
Over where? I don't
The
know.
location for the logo. I kind of like the top left corner.
Yeah, over the face, you mean?
No, top left up here over the
Oh
shadow.
yeah, definitely over the
Oh,
shoulder.
or do you think above?
No, I think it's better up there. It balances the,
Yeah, up
There?
high.
yeah, it looks, because the other like balanced instead of concentrated in the middle.
Yeah. That all. Yeah. That also gives room to lift the skill box if we need
That's what I
more
was gonna
text for the
say
gimmick.
too, if you wanted to.
Yeah, if we need more text for the gimmick, because it's a grumpy Admiral Thunder gimmick, so there's a little bit of text to it. But hopefully we won't have to cover the microphone.
Whoops.
We'll probably get away with not covering the microphone.
All right, power.
7.
Tech.
6.
Agility.
9.
Strike.
5.
Sub.
10.
I don't know why that's been doing that.
It knows it's the number.
It's been changing my color. All right.
And an 8, obviously. Process of elimination.
Does it need to have a space
Gimmick.
in the 10? There's no space.
I don't know. Kelly asked if there could be a space between the semicolon and the 10 on the submission line.
Well, the rest of them have a space, but that one didn't have it.
Did I mess that up? What a I.
I think you deleted it.
Yeah, well spotted, Carl. See, this is why we do this live and on stream.
Oh no. I've recently switched to a standing desk, and it's not like right. It's really just a bunch of stop it.
Is it not high enough for you?
It is, but it's like I like continue to stack up boxes to put my mouse a little higher. Like everything else is fine, but for some reason the mouse feels slow. I don't know. It's weird to describe. And the thing is, like, I've been using boxes, right? And my fat hand eventually crushes the box. Like, I don't have a solid box, so I need something that, like, will
Get some
crush it.
books. Get some good hardback books.
A book is a good idea. That's a great idea. I have books over here. All right, gimmick.
So it is Grumpy Thunder. So it's your technique skill is +1.
Did
So
you
it's
say grapple? I didn't hear you say grapple.
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
For each card in your discard pile,
Yeah.
and there are 3 keywords, 2 of which have like only 1 or 2 cards, and the other one has lots. It's Swift is the first keyword, which has a very relevant card, number 2, and also a number 4 that no one ever uses. Rep, R-E-P, which surprisingly has very few, but I guess could get more. And microphone, of course, the most.
All the other ones have 2, though, right? Because I feel like it should stick to the theme of 2.
What's that? Oh,
all
no,
the other guys.
Oh, yeah, it's max. It's max plus 2.
No, I mean keyword wise.
The keywords
they each
are
have
2.
2, right?
Yeah, it's 2.
It's Buster and.
Oh,
do you need rep on this?
I mean,
we could like put it in somewhere. Microphone was the last one.
Microphone is the last one. I think it's because Swift only has the Swift arm wrestling and Swift kick, and that's it.
I mean, I will pump them up, guaranteed. I've always wanted to, and now this gives me like a lot of reason.
So you want more? So you want more? So you'll make what you're saying is you'll make more cards with Swift in the name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then that's fine.
Yeah, Swift. Yeah. I mean, microphone is probably the most extensive, right?
Yeah, I think there's probably 11. I think there's all 10 submission cards.
Yeah.
Her strike finish has microphone in the name, so technically her strike finish as well.
Your technique skills +1 for each card in your discard pile with Swift and microphone.
Yeah, and it's or Swift or microphone.
Swift or microphone.
Oh, sorry. Is that my land skill, bro?
And then max +2, same as all of the other gimmicks of that genre.
I botched this whole thing. Card in your discard pile with Swift or microphone in the name. Man, this is going to break my heart because I love Sergeant Yoga, and I might just never play him ever again.
I mean, now you can play Taylor Swift or Tortured Vigilante. Oh, whoops. Sorry, we're live. It's all right. You should have seen Razor Ramon. Sorry.
He's just in Razor Blade over here.
Razor.
The finish.
I think is Sergeant Yoga is the 5 up to a maximum of a 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you only get to +2.
Yeah. Do we need a space between with and the speech marks of Swift?
Yes.
Kelly pointed it out. You can speak up.
Well, I did. Well,
Yeah, don't be afraid. Speak up.
I don't know if
she's never done a live stream with Steve before.
I didn't know if it was to fit everything on or not.
How crazy would this be?
I'm honestly, because I want the
Probably too good. What?
So I based the finishes to avoid any debate on the Admirals.
Early, but I'm here.
So,
okay, come to the door. Hang on.
All right. So I would say probably the 6 to an 8 is going to be safer the way I've drafted the finishes.
I would say the power is way stronger. 7 to a 9, right?
And I don't want power creep. I don't want power creep on Grumpy Admiral. I want to kind of have even tier with Grumpy Admiral.
It's weird for me, right? Because I would say, and I have this weird statistical thing, because I'm very rooted in statistics when I do things, but I also contradict myself because I do feel like this is kind of not rooted in statistics, but I feel there's a very good argument between Sergeant Yoga and Admiral Grumpy. 5 to a 7 and 6 to an 8. I like the idea that my opponent auto loses the roll if they roll a 5. To me, there is some intangible difference in the gameplay that makes a huge difference, right? Even though people would argue that 6 to an 8 is better for breakouts and better for skill stops and better for finishers, the fact that my opponent has a 1 in 6 chance of losing the roll is very important.
Irrespective of what you roll, it does create it to be a true 1 in 6.
Right? Like it's just, even though mathematically the bonuses are the same, the fact that in a 1 in 6 situation, they automatically lose the roll.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I just gotta guess. I just gotta mute. Schmidt, can you mute me for a second and tell me when I'm muted?
You're muted.
Just if it's relevant for your file name, she is currently the Tortune Vigilante, which could make her harder to search for. The folder.
Jeremy, you here? Jeremy.
Which Jeremy? My tag team partner, Jeremy?
Yes, your tag team partner, Jeremy.
Oh, hey, what's up, Jeremy?
Hey, I was keeping quiet because you were working on the character. I'm here to hassle my tag team partner.
You can do that. Do you
As
think
is
we're
tradition.
creating a fun parody of a famous pop star?
I think it's fine. I think with all of these parody characters, I think a little bit more slight variation in appearance would be good to, actually be a parody. But that's just an opinion. No,
Well,
Swift is a good keyword as far as future development because it makes natural card names. Like you wouldn't feel like you're crowbarring words into a card name for you just a swift punch to the face or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Jeremy. Sorry, I'm back. You could do like swift uppercut, right? Swift leg sweep. There's just like a million things,
Yeah.
and like
Swift
I
kick to the butt,
Or Steve, once you ask me for the name I'd like for a number 4, Swift Spear Through a Ladder. Or say the number 5.
There you go.
Oh, number 5 now.
Yeah, the number 5 is going to hopefully be a Swift Spear Through a Ladder. Because the number 4 already has a name.
I came up with a wild idea the other day, but this is not for the place.
Did
for
you
that.
submit your ladder cards yet?
You didn't tell me to. You told me to pick the numbers, and I picked 5 and 6. Did I get them? Because if you tell me I got them, then I can submit them.
Yeah, I mean, I put some posts. I mean, you probably been busy, but I put some posts and things that say.
Did I get
everybody
the 2 numbers I
their
asked
numbers.
for, or do I need
Yeah,
to?
So what I did was because I lowered the price because it hasn't filled up
I
yet.
heard you say that the people that bought them on day 1 got 2 because of the.
Yeah, so
discount
that's why I
you gave
asked everybody, and it worked out really nice that nobody picked the same 2 cards.
Awesome. Then I'll submit number 5 and number 6 to you soon.
Please and thank you. All right, so I think this one works. Full art.
Yes, absolutely works full art. Love it.
What's the name of this one?
This is. Let me find it. It has microphone in the name because I did want to do that. Microphone to the blank space. Because Taylor uses blank space instead of face to some extent.
And what did it do?
It is 1 to power and 3 to strike.
All right. Anything else?
Yep. Microphone text to some extent with a little variation. Randomly reveal a card from your hand. If it has microphone in the name, +1 to your next turn roll, and your next turn is considered the first turn of the game for your card effects. Which basically in gameplay terms means if they break out and you did randomly reveal a microphone, you get +1 to your turn at the next crowd meter, and swift arm wrestling is also a finish. Is the mechanic behind it.
I'm going to change this for now, and we could come back to it. I don't think that needs to be tied to the reveal.
Okay. That sounds like a favorable change, so I trust your judgment.
I just think you have to have swift arm wrestling in your hand, and it's still got to hit. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah, and it's a lead. So it has multiple more stops for it. Plus her strike. Oh, her agility is 9, so she's got pretty good protection against hitting grapples.
Yeah, I mean, if this was the grapple, I'd say maybe that's a little different. Does anybody recall if I didn't do like I did with the baseball bats and minimize this text, right? I left the same fight.
Let me look. I have the baseballs in front of me. Give me a second.
No, I'm talking about microphones. So That would have
No,
been
the
super.
microphone text was always full size text.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
baseball bat.
you did.
I
reduce
should have done it,
baseball
right?
bat.
I should have like keyworded it, so to say.
Well, then maybe reduce the size on that one if that's what you should have done. Also, when you get a chance, consider it is misspelled.
Thank you, Jeremy. How was the game?
Oh my gosh, we
Wasn't it?
were really bad in the first half. Got better in the second half though. It was a good game in the second half. But we hit complete rock bottom in the first minute.
Oh, they-
Punted. Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Artifacts.
And I don't think there'll be. I suppose there is the line at 22, 23, 24 that has extra effect if it's the first turn of the game as well, right? So there is a little bit.
It doesn't matter because it would be anyway, even if they broke out.
Yeah, I know.
So like it would. You get what I'm saying? It says crowd.
Oh, because that's at crowd meter one, or if it's the first. Yes. So
Yeah,
that.
so
So
like-
this is literally, this text only applies to Swift arm wrestling
For now.
for now.
Unstoppables too.
Oh yeah, Unstoppables.
Jump
that
the
need to be
bell. Is
dragged
that what you're
slightly
referring
to the
to?
left? Is that off center? Or am I
Yeah,
imagining?
what's with the unstoppables? I'm just.
There's one, two, and three.
What's up? Oh, like flying super snap face punch. Yeah, I thought you were trying to do some tech with like jump the bell, right?
Well, you could do some tech with that, and also run like a finish at 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, the
So,
Larry.
so the microphone text on the strike there, after randomly reveal a card in your hand, you got a comma, but the other cards have a colon.
Thanks, man.
Go and grab a stack of submissions to look that one up.
So I didn't hear what you said. Did they end up winning? A
No,
full colon?
no, just colon. There you go.
All right.
And emo man was excited to be hit by Tortured Vigilante when I spoke with her. So
Who
consent
is
was
she
gained.
hitting in this one?
This is the Empress.
Oh, I thought she was hitting Taylor Swift. That is.
Huh?
It looked like Taylor Swift.
Stop hitting yourself. I mean, she's a vigilante, so she's got to be attacking criminals. So what this tells me is that the Empress
yeah.
and
I don't know.
they
Steve.
got to be criminals.
Steve,
Yeah.
interesting request from Callie.
Uh-huh.
You may not be able to tweak it now. I know sometimes you can. The Taylor's bodysuit
Just in this one.
in this one looks very, very brown instead of black.
It doesn't have a round bodysuit.
Is there a way of
It's so this suit in this is black.
with the snake with the gold going
Yes,
through
here. Yeah.
it should be a lot darker. I don't know if there's too much for you to fix, but
Oh, I can't tonight, baby. I got a lot of work. Okay, honey? Yeah, but it's gonna be tonight, baby. It's gonna be very late. Yes, and when we lay down, I will. Thanks, honey. So make this blacker.
yeah, basically anywhere you see that brown, if you can make it blacker or darker to actually match the because if you look at the other grapple finish, the one for the comic, it's done correctly. It's black on that, but it's just kind of brown on Nuno's a little bit more. Elvis did it right. Well spotted, thank you. I know you'd said that.
I don't know if it's because she's got black shoes or if it's just a
I mean, you can see it goes onto the shoe. So in fact, yeah. So like, see her right boot that has the gold going around it. That's kind of the black with gold. I think this also looks good in the full art as well, Steve. I know we said it may not look good in the full art, but it definitely
I
does.
think the submission was the only one I was kind of worried about.
Poor hold the line, Harry.
Who?
Hold she's beating up hold the line, Harry. Who'd have thought that? On the
Oh,
submission.
Harry, do you need to order a pizza? What is your address?
I'll take a double pepperoni.
That's a deep joke. I don't know if anybody will get that one.
What was it in reference to?
If you're ever like in a situation where you're having spousal abuse, you could call the police and pretend you're ordering a pie of pizza, and
Oh,
you give
what?
them your address.
So and then
Good to
you
know.
there you go.
They're supposed to know that you're calling for help, but you like don't want to tell nobody, you know?
That's okay. She's also beating me up with my consent, so that's fine.
Oh man.
Stop kink shaming, Steve.
I'm definitely not a shammer. That's it. I'm an enthusiast.
That looks way better. What do you think, Cal?
Did we pull that off or what?
You know, you pulled it off great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's much better.
yeah, really good.
I was on the phone with Eddie Mort this morning, which is always just amazing.
Can you make it a little bit lower so that the character's face and hair is not behind the blue?
Sure. Sometimes I was gonna like cut
Oh, you were
this
gonna put it in
out.
front of the blue, maybe? Because I know
Yeah,
you
and
do
I think it looks cool because it kind of makes it look like three-dimensional.
Yeah, see
Like
how
it's
that
coming through the
yeah.
frame.
I can see it. That's
So I was on the
clear.
phone with Eddie today, and we had a really nice chat as we usually do. And we were talking about like he uses the same software that he used 15 years ago, plus some other things to make sure that everything he does still looks like the Mucha Lucha animation.
Nice.
And like obviously he like learns new tricks, but I'm like, it's really amazing. I'm self-taught with Photoshop, so I'm good. I'm probably not an expert like other people, but like these things have so many tools that you don't even like, for me personally, you don't even like scratch the surface, and you like find new things the more and more you do it, and then once you learn it, you have that tool for life, right? So we were just like kind of nerding out on like, he's like, yeah, I was using it for 15 years. And about 6 months ago, I realized I could do this and create 3D images out of it. And it's like, yeah, now like every time you use this software, it goes faster and smoother. So you always kind of surprise yourself. Like
Yeah,
I didn't know that tool I just used is called a burn tool. So like actually is used like darkened colors, like you would burn it. And then you could switch it to, it's called a dodge tool, which would like lighten it as if light was hitting it. So I find, and I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, there's a thing called a color replacement, but it doesn't replace it one to one. It's really strange. I mean, there's probably a way to do it. And I find that when you use like blacks and whites, it makes them more gray. So if I have to make something black, I like burn it with Photoshop rather than changing the color.
Yeah.
And it makes life way easier. As you see, that was a pretty quick change, right?
Yeah, no, it was.
I love hearing about stuff like this because I encounter the same thing. I've just used the same free software the entire time, and this stuff just gets better and better.
It might sound cliche, right? But like practice makes perfect, or at least enhances your ability, right? Bad Blood, this is called?
Bad Blood.
You need to teach me your tricks.
I'm here. I tell Schmidt he gets free classes each week here if you pay attention. He's in the buy sell trade group. Bad Blood. Effect on this one.
2 to power, 1 to technique.
Anybody have a solution for cramping in your hand? I don't know if it's because I'm typing. I'm getting a lot of cramping. I'm getting old, man.
Wrist, like a wrist support.
It doesn't feel like it's in the wrist. It feels like it's let me see my camera here, like right in here.
So
no, and those are two things
Kelly
I
is
love.
gonna step away for a bit, guys.
What's this one do?
I'll tell you in a second. Kelly's got to step away and spend some time with the kids. But I'll message you when all 4 are done, and you can just come and see the finished.
Good.
Okay, so she's gonna come back when we're finished with all. She was sufficiently patient with me. I'm glad she got to saw it all. I'll see the work in action. What does it do? This is if stopped, so I guess crime doesn't pay, but I'm going to bear with it. If stopped, +2 to your next turn roll, and the next turn is considered the first turn of your match for card effects. Swift arm wrestling, baby.
She's the
That
vigilante. It's like crime doesn't pay, so she'd be. It's a price she's willing to pay to stop those horrible criminals. Brian, you wouldn't know where any criminals are, would you? You are a law-abiding citizen. That's correct.
I'll tell you where the criminals are. In the Union. Yeah, that's where they are. Bunch of crooks. If stopped, your next turn roll is +2, and the next turn of the game is considered the first turn of the game. So you know what I kind of love about this, which will probably never ever happen. But if you lost the roll, they could swim arm wrestling you.
There you go. I mean, that would be fun. If my
Right? I
opponent,
think
I
that's
mean,
pretty
like this,
cool.
when I decided with Kelly it was going to be a Taylor Swift parody, I was like, okay, keyword Swift. What has keyword Swift? Oh, Swift arm wrestling and pretty much nothing else. So I had to, so I had to be like, okay,
Had to go
Swift
all in
arm
on it,
wrestling.
right?
How are we going to make Swift arm wrestling a really good card? And this is the way. Also, maybe at the end you can spoil the text for the comic, and those in Atlanta will appreciate the Atlanta-based tribute to arm wrestling.
If stop, your next turn rolls +2, and the next turn of the game is considered the first turn of the game. Sure, this is fine as well. Submission. This was the one. This one you said black.
Yeah, so again, where it's brown, it just needs to be burned. Burn her. She's a witch.
Whoa.
What did he say? Schmidt, what did he say?
Huh?
Oh, I really couldn't hear you.
Was Drew trying to make my card better or worse? Better is good. Oh, the cramping. That's
So
important.
I cooked the other day and I did not do a video, but I should have. So I'm going to do it again. Uh, if anybody likes salmon, it was so easy and it was so good. It was, I took salmon, cut it into like rectangular cubes. I don't know if that's a contradiction.
Angular.
And I just put mustard, Worcestershire sauce, which I'm still not sure if I'm saying that right.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire,
Worcestershire sauce.
hot honey, and soy sauce. Marinated that, just let it sit, and then just
Sounds
8 minutes in the air fryer. And when I tell you, it was delicious. Like my kids were eating the heck out of it too.
Salmon
for a
I've
salmon
had in
dish.
an air fryer, and it's a surprisingly delicious way to cook salmon.
Yeah, and again, it
Don't
just like
expect
had
it.
a
You think it's
little
gonna like
crispiness thanks to
spoil or
like the
something.
honey,
Yeah.
a little of that like mustard kick to it. It was very, very good. And again, it like was put salmon in bowl, pour all the ingredients on top.
But you don't want it to cook for too long in the air fryer because salmon is definitely one of those fishes which is always better a little bit more on the rare side.
Yeah. So I think it was 8 minutes. And it was like,
It's like a long time.
yeah, you think that's maybe it was less,
I'd
but I'm pretty sure
go
I had
less,
8 minutes.
I think, but you know, it's preference.
They were pretty thick. So I had like some of it towards the end was a little thinner.
Yeah.
Is this the color gold that is proper or the gold that's there is fine?
When you zoom out, I'll take a look, and I would say as long as it matches the other one you did, so it's clear she's in the same outfit, I think that's fine.
I think this was more of the color of the other one.
Yeah, it's more like a gold than a bronze. So if you can make it a tad more goldy, that would be good.
So this is what it was. So I just matched it from here.
Yeah, that's good. Realized you've been able to do this as the full art as well, haven't you?
I didn't try it yet.
Or didn't you?
This is just the
Oh,
card.
you're just working on it. But I think it probably it's kind of a bit square, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, my left arm doesn't need to be on the card necessarily. My left arm can be going off the card. So maybe we can make it work.
You don't need that.
No, he don't need that.
Is my face on screen? I wonder what my super focused face looks like.
Your forehead. It's simple Chuck's large forehead.
Simple Chuck, your cards have been in my thing forever, dude. Was it approved?
Nice. So I don't care for my left hand if it needs to hang off. I think we can probably get this on a full art if we squeeze it a little bit. We lose. Well, you just create some new faux spotlights at the top.
Yeah, that's typically.
Is that the true bottom of the art piece right now?
Yeah.
Because I would say try and make it a little bit higher and put some faux ring in as well, just to get the image more centralized.
Feet kind of
I
disappear if
didn't
you don't
think
mind.
about what would happen to my feet. And what about just putting the more purple haze there, just expanding the purple haze at the bottom so that it doesn't look like the feet are being chopped off? I'd be fine with that.
Like changing the border.
No, just expanding that purple up to the ankles a little bit, up to where it looks.
Well, that's the card template.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, that's.
I think you should.
You think just make it lower? Yeah, you're the boss.
Literally, it's in his name.
Yeah.
It is indeed. There you go. That's good. That's very good. I like that. I mean, I don't like it. She's got me in an octopus hold, but she does happen to be my wife, so that's okay.
Yeah, stop lying. You liked it.
I mean, only a few people know the name of this move. I think this is the pièce de résistance of Taylor parodies. See if anyone in the chat can guess that doesn't already know.
Also, look at the top of my screen if you want a hint.
Oh. Actually, do we see it at the top of your screen? I don't see it.
Is it called? Can I say it? I think it's
Oh,
called.
yes, there it is. Yeah, it's there. So long, London.
Hmm. Has +2, +2, +1, +2, and +1, +3. So this is an overboost. So this is kind of like +2, +2.
Yeah, it's kind of like +1, +1, +1. Oh, sorry, +2, +1, +1.
4, so that's the same. 3, so that's the same. And this one is not a keyword.
Not a keyword.
So I would say that is a very fair trade-off.
I think the only keyword, yeah, the only finish with a keyword in the name is strike. There's only one with the keyword in it. And actually, interestingly, that's the one that's most protected to not be in the discard pile as well, because she's a submission 10.
I think that looks full of.
Looks great for lot as well. I'm really happy with it. Should we do the alternate grapple using the comic book art?
Yes, I just want let me save these up where they go.
Yep.
Where did I put this? Oh boy. Oh, right here. Torture.
Yes, you called her the Tortune Vigilante, which I said you might want to change, but that's totally up to you. The Tortune.
Torture. Chug my black coffee.
Glug, glug, glug.
You all right, Matt?
Yeah.
This one was called Microphone to the Blank Space.
Yes.
I got a blank space, baby. What is your wife's favorite Taylor Swift album?
Reputation, which is why a lot of the art is the snake suit. And why, I mean, the
Very
snake
cool.
suit is the alternate grapple finish as well. I just, the image that I sent Nuno for the character art was the one which I felt would be the one that he could make most look like my wife, which is why it's the more brighter sort of poppy
Good
sort
call.
of.
Thinking ahead.
Yeah. He did a good job.
He's great. He's just very timely. I mean, he's
Right back,
also
guys.
working on like a full app, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
has your wife ever seen? I think it was live from London, or was it live from Paris for a
She's seen
concert? I
Taylor.
think it's Paris.
She's been very, very lucky because of business connections. She has
Yeah.
been to two. She went to in Atlanta and she went in New Orleans to see Swift's tour, the
Oh,
Eras
because I
tour.
was
So
gonna
she
say,
is.
just the concert in general, the live from Paris is really incredible, and I feel like if I would like steer someone to why I like Taylor as an artist,
Mhm.
that's usually my go-to because it like she starts off
Is
with like her pop hits,
is
and then
that the
she's
one you
like,
can watch like streamed on like on Amazon or whatever it's on? Like, because there's one that
I
you
think it
can
was on
watch.
YouTube and stuff. So
There's one that you can watch on one of the actual streaming services.
one of them is on Disney.
Is it Disney? That one I knew it was on one of the ones we had.
I don't know. Do you like what I just did a little bit better?
I feel it makes the name pop less, whatever it was you did. I feel like the
Oh no, I made
vigilante
a
just
mistake.
disappeared.
Sorry, that was not what my intention was. My bad.
We're losing letters, Steve.
Yeah, that. Sorry, I did it on the wrong layer.
It's all good. You were just taking away a little bit of the purple.
Because I feel like there's like a hard line here.
Yeah, I think if you can soften that, that would be a good idea. That's kind of you.
How's that? I think that looks better.
Yeah, it follows the curves better.
And I also think I'm going to outline this in white like I did with the other ones.
Just to make it a little bit clearer.
I think the white will help it bring out against the purple.
Oh, definitely
That's
clearer.
just my thought.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, and now we're gonna do.
Right, though.
You were very missed.
I can tell.
Because my aim was very poor, in all fairness.
With every shot so far. This is the grapple finish?
Yes. And it's the accomplishment, which is a nice nod to Atlanta.
Stop lying to me, man.
It's gone. It's a blank space.
What?
Are you trying to get it without the text? Oh, there you go.
It was just stuck on a layer. I mean, I'm sure it was my fault because the computer doesn't really make mistakes. I was doing something wrong.
As long as it clearly shows her blowing up the ring behind her, I think we're fabulous.
Right. So, no.
Then so the name of the move is I did something bad. So the other thing is that text may run into where that lighter is as well.
I think I'm gonna have to put it down here.
Yeah, I hear you. Unless I think, do we agree that she'll look better central as she is and not slightly to the right? Because theoretically, you could move her slightly to the right and put the lighter on the blue next to where it says finish grapple.
You mean like here?
Or would that look weird, her
I
not
don't
being
know.
in the
It's up to
center?
you. I think it looks better centered, but that's really. I think.
Can you show me what that would look with the lighter on top of the blue
Sure.
if you move it to the right? In fact, maybe Kelly's here and we can ask her. Cal, can you look at one thing? We're just deciding where to put the lighter that you're throwing into the ring to blow it up. I mean, I can make the decision if you want, but I just figured I'd ask you. Where on the card the art's gonna go?
See how far over.
It's my
we can get
judgment.
this.
Okay. Well, there you go. You could just move the lighter. That's another good idea.
I kept it like intact. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah. Let's see. I liked the body being a little higher on the card rather than moving it lower.
I mean,
Can you go ahead and type the name of the move in so we can see how much space that's going to take up as well?
I
That
did
may help.
something bad.
Yeah, I did something bad. So just now we know what space we have to work with.
Let's see what your suggestion. That's kind of funny.
What's that?
No, your suggestion was actually move the lighter. I didn't think of that, but
Yeah, I mean the lighter could be at any point in its trajectory to the ring. I think that looks fine. That looks good. And I think it's also good that we've got the back right ring post in the shot. It makes it clear that it is a wrestling ring that she is about to detonate.
all right. What's the effect on this one?
This one is a direct copy of Grumpy Admiral Thunder. +2 to technique. Which is the skill trigger, so it does give 2 10s if it's at max power. And the text is, if this match has no disqualifications, and your opponent rolls their lowest printed skill for breakout, you win by pinfall.
If this match has no,
which is always good for the exploding ring. Have it linked with no disqualification.
Disqualifications, and your is Grumpy printed?
That's what Grumpy Admirals. I believe I took the text verbatim, but Schmidt can check.
Yeah, I mean, I want to just variate it a little bit, right?
I don't remember which one. Just like, oh, I like that effect. Let's use that.
Printed.
It's like no one. Does he have any finish for it?
If you're going, yeah, see,
I feel like I got it from Grumpy Admiral. Maybe I
yeah,
did.
no, he has one that does that. The opponent.
Maybe it was King Grumpy Jr. I don't know.
No, it's not.
One
It's
of
the
Grumpy.
submission. It's the submission from it. I don't know what Schmidt's doing. It's like a seat of power.
Yeah, and I think I just changed the word to "you win by pinfall" because that makes more sense.
Yeah, but then I think that the spectacle, the entrance wouldn't hit it then, right?
Oh, what wouldn't hit it?
Isn't there an entrance that blanks it?
What's the text of the entrance that blanks it? Is it the circle with the real beaters? What does that say?
There's one that's like, if it says cannot break out, I think. And then what's the never give up with Aunt Kathy? Wow, how did I botch this so bad?
I don't know, how'd you botch it so bad?
We also need to change illustrated by Nuno to illustrated by Elvis.
What's up?
He's talking to his kids.
Oh, can you guys pull up? Can somebody what never give up what Tia Lupita does?
That's Yaz's new entrance.
Yeah.
I don't have that one yet, so I wouldn't know.
I don't.
I got it. I got it.
There you go.
Finishes with cannot break out. What does real beaters stop?
Ones that reduce the number
yes.
of breakout rolls.
Yeah.
Or the breakout roll itself.
Yeah, got it. Okay, cool. So I just making sure that it's set. All right.
While Steve's looking that up, I am actually continuing to work on the project I started on last time I was on.
I'm glad I have both of you because I wanted to see if Jeremy, can you get me the list, the referee effects, so I can edit them?
Yes.
And I'll send the art to Schmidt and to work on.
I will send you the folder of all the referees.
Yeah, send that to him, and then I will drop the referee cards in a file.
Referees.
And then just clean up the text as need be. I have some of them done.
And you can also
Ooh.
take a look and
All right.
change whatever effects.
that
So,
out.
This is here you go.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Fall into the blank space.
Are you able to send me these, Steve, later, just so I can share them with Kelly? I think she's had to take the kids out for some dinner, so she's not able to see the finished product right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Very cool. I did something bad. And so long, London. Very cool. All right, so we good to go?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see the backstabber again, the bad blood. I don't think I saw that one just in this little check over. Yep, and we got the hair up if stopped.
Awesome. Harry, thanks for
Nice.
joining us from the other side of the pond.
It was really nice. I mean, it's not often that I get time off, and it's even rarer that me and Kelly both get time off on the same day, and I thought it'd be really good. Awesome.
Oh.
2 quick questions. One, shout at me if I'm not allowed to ask it, but do we have an estimate yet on Super Lucha?
In the water. That's what we know. We
It's
know
in the
that it is
water.
on a boat.
Hopefully on a boat.
Heading to America.
Nice. Awesome sauce.
The thing about boats is they don't provide tracking. It's just when it
Indeed.
arrives. It's here.
It is a slow boat, as there
So
so
I'm
often is
very-
from Far East.
How long does it
Um,
typically take something by boat to come here from the other side of the world?
I would guess 4 to 6 weeks.
Wow.
That would be
Man,
my
these
estimate.
guys did this on pirate ships. They're crazy.
Is it
Yeah.
taking longer than that?
No, I'm just saying back in the day, people like on a boat with a sail. Like,
Oh
they
yeah,
were-
no. These cargo ships travel that slow. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
fast.